Disclaimer. This video is for informational and educational purposes, summarizing key ideas from Unscripted by MJ DeMarco. It's not a replacement for reading the book in its entirety. For deeper insights and personal application, consider purchasing Unscripted through the links provided below to access the complete guidance on entrepreneurship and financial independence. Overview. Unscripted, Life, Liberty, and the Pursuit of Entrepreneurship by MJ DeMarco is an international bestseller, especially popular among entrepreneurs and self-help enthusiasts. The book challenges conventional career paths and financial strategies, presenting a framework that encourages breaking away from traditional norms, what DeMarco calls the script, which often promote predictable, limited lifestyles. Unscripted advocates for creating a life of financial independence through entrepreneurship. DeMarco outlines steps to build businesses that prioritize both financial success and personal freedom, ultimately aiming to unscript oneself from the constraints of conventional employment and societal expectations. He elaborates on the mindset, discipline, and risk-taking required to achieve true autonomy and wealth, and the book has received praise for its practical approach and motivational tone, similar to his previous work, The Millionaire Fastlane. This book has gained traction among readers seeking alternative paths to financial success and is a popular recommendation in business and personal development circles. Summary of the book. Preface. Has life regressed? In the preface, MJ DeMarco questions whether life has truly progressed in terms of individual freedom and fulfillment. He suggests that despite technological advancements, many people are still trapped in a lifestyle dictated by societal norms and economic structures. DeMarco argues that society's script, a path of education, employment, debt, and retirement, keeps individuals stuck in a cycle that limits personal and financial autonomy. This scripted life may seem secure, but often leads to unfulfilled potential and dependency. Introduction. The introduction lays the groundwork for DeMarco's concept of the script, which represents societal expectations that promote a traditional, risk-averse lifestyle. This path of school, job, mortgage, and retirement fosters a deferred life mentality, where people postpone freedom and happiness until an often unrealistic future retirement. DeMarco criticizes this structure for offering the illusion of security, while trapping individuals in a system that primarily benefits corporations and institutions. He challenges readers to question whether this path aligns with their true desires, or merely keeps them compliant and dependent. Part 1. The Dissonance. Is something wrong? Chapter 1. Tales from the Script. A Monday Story. In the first chapter, MJ DeMarco introduces the script, a set path society encourages: school, job, mortgage, and retirement. He illustrates this through a Monday story, where a character dreads Monday, signaling the weekly cycle of routine and dissatisfaction in traditional work life. This Monday dread is symbolic of how many people feel stuck, working to live and living for weekends. DeMarco uses this story to critique society's standard path, showing it as an endless cycle that leaves people unfulfilled and waiting for a distant retirement to enjoy freedom. This scripted lifestyle doesn't align with genuine happiness, but instead promotes dependency and security through repetition and obedience. Key insight. DeMarco encourages readers to recognize the discontent in this repetitive cycle and start questioning the life script society has laid out, motivating them to envision an independent, unscripted path. Chapter 2. Careless Whispers. Guilty Souls Have No Rhythm. In Chapter 2, DeMarco explores the concept of careless whispers, which represent subtle societal messages that push people toward conformity. These whispers include phrases like, "Be realistic," "Don't take risks," and "Get a stable job." Such messages are often delivered by family, friends, or society at large, reinforcing the script and discouraging people from stepping outside traditional norms. DeMarco argues that these whispers create a sense of guilt, leading people to question their desires for something different or bigger. This guilt suppresses their true potential and strips them of the rhythm of their authentic drive and ambition. Rather than pursuing meaningful goals, they live with limitations others have set for them, which diminishes their confidence and creativity. Key insight. DeMarco encourages readers to recognize and reject these societal whispers, choosing to follow their passions and values over conformity. By doing so, they can regain control over their ambitions and move closer to an unscripted, fulfilling life. Chapter 3. The Modern-Day Matrix, the Script. In Chapter 3, MJ DeMarco likens the script to a modern-day matrix, an invisible system that controls how people live and think. The script represents societal expectations that push individuals onto a predictable path: education, employment, debt, and eventual retirement. This path, DeMarco argues, creates an illusion of freedom, leading people to believe they are making independent choices when they are actually conforming to a pre-designed template. According to DeMarco, the script is embedded within various social institutions, schools, corporations, and media, which condition people to prioritize job stability, financial security, and material possessions over true freedom and fulfillment. He warns that this path keeps individuals locked in a cycle of dependency and limits their potential for personal and financial growth. Key insight. DeMarco encourages readers to wake up to the matrix-like reality of the script, challenging them to question its influence on their lives and consider alternative paths that offer genuine freedom and autonomy. The first step toward escaping this matrix is becoming aware of its hold and seeking ways to pursue a life that aligns with one's own values, independent of societal expectations. Part 2. The Script. Engineering Your Involuntary Slavery. Chapter 4. The Inauthentic Life. Trapped by Other People's Thinking. In Chapter 4, DeMarco discusses the inauthentic life, where individuals end up living according to other people's expectations rather than their own desires. Society, friends, and family often impose beliefs and judgments that pressure individuals to choose conventional paths, careers, and lifestyles. As a result, people adopt goals that are not genuinely theirs, which can lead to dissatisfaction and a lack of fulfillment. DeMarco warns that conforming to others' expectations and definitions of success limits self-expression and independence. He explains that this inauthentic life often leaves individuals feeling as though they're pursuing achievements for social approval rather than personal happiness. Key insight. DeMarco urges readers to reject this inauthentic way of living by tuning out societal pressures and prioritizing their values and passions. By doing so, individuals can break free from the expectations of others and pursue a life that genuinely resonates with their own ambitions, leading to greater fulfillment and independence. Chapter 5. Conventional Wisdom. The Road to a Conventional Life. In Chapter 5, DeMarco critiques conventional wisdom, the societal advice that promotes a safe and traditional life path: getting an education, securing a stable job, buying a home, and saving for retirement. This wisdom, he argues, fosters a predictable and often unfulfilling life, focusing on financial security and stability over personal fulfillment and freedom. DeMarco sees this approach as a way to maintain compliance, pushing people toward a path that discourages risk and limits potential for true autonomy. DeMarco warns that this conventional route leads to mediocrity, as it focuses on minimizing risk rather than maximizing life satisfaction. He emphasizes that following conventional wisdom may offer comfort, but rarely provides the independence or satisfaction that comes from breaking free of societal norms. Key insight. To achieve a life of freedom and fulfillment, DeMarco encourages readers to question conventional wisdom and instead embrace alternative paths that align with their passions and values. By stepping off the conventional road, individuals can pursue financial independence and personal growth that are not confined to societal expectations. Chapter 6. The Scripted Operating System. The Web of Servitude. In Chapter 6, DeMarco describes the scripted operating system as an invisible framework that keeps people in a state of dependency and compliance. Like a background program running on a computer, this societal operating system subtly shapes how individuals think about work, success, and life. Through education, media, and financial systems, people are encouraged to pursue traditional employment, accumulate debt, and adopt consumer-driven lifestyles. DeMarco argues that this system discourages risk-taking and entrepreneurial pursuits, instead promoting a path of stability and reliance on jobs and external security. This web of servitude benefits corporations and governments, as it encourages people to follow predictable life patterns that support consumerism and economic growth, but limit personal freedom and wealth. Key insight. DeMarco urges readers to recognize this operating system's control over their lives and to break free from its influence. By rejecting the societal expectations of debt, consumerism, and traditional career paths, individuals can start building a life based on personal autonomy and financial independence. Chapter 7. The Cedars. Our life sucks. Yours should too. In Chapter 7, DeMarco introduces Cedars, individuals who reinforce limiting beliefs and societal norms, often spreading a mindset that encourages others to live conventional, restricted lives. These Cedars, whether family members, friends, or societal figures, promote the idea that people should settle for safety and security, rather than pursue ambitious or unconventional paths. Their motto, "Our life sucks. Yours should too," reflects a belief that success through the traditional script is the only viable route, discouraging others from exploring independent or entrepreneurial lifestyles. Cedars often pass down messages like, "Be realistic," or "Don't take risks," attempting to protect others from failure, but instead perpetuating mediocrity. DeMarco warns that listening to Cedars can lead individuals to accept limitations and avoid paths that could lead to financial freedom and fulfillment. Key insight. DeMarco encourages readers to recognize Cedar influence and resist it, prioritizing personal values and ambitions over the limitations others may impose. By surrounding themselves with positive influences and rejecting societal limitations, individuals can create a life that aligns with their authentic desires and values, moving toward true freedom and fulfillment. Chapter 8. Hyperreality, Your Illusionary Captors. In Chapter 8, DeMarco explains the concept of hyperreality, an artificial reality, created by media, advertising, and consumer culture that distorts perceptions of success and happiness. These illusionary captors push individuals toward goals defined by society, such as wealth, luxury, and social status, instead of personal fulfillment. Through hyper-real images, like celebrity lifestyles, luxury goods, and the curated perfection of social media, people are led to chase superficial achievements that serve the script rather than their own values. DeMarco argues that these illusions make it difficult to distinguish between what truly matters to an individual and what they have been conditioned to want. This constant bombardment of hyper-real images reinforces a life of dependency, materialism, and comparison, ultimately keeping people in the cycle of the script. Key insight. DeMarco encourages readers to critically evaluate the goals and images they are exposed to in society. By recognizing these illusions for what they are, individuals can reject superficial ideals and focus on building a life that aligns with their genuine values and aspirations. This shift allows them to pursue a life of authenticity, personal fulfillment, and financial independence, free from societal pressures and false ideals. Chapter 9. Temporal Prostitution. Trading Good Time for Bad. In Chapter 9, DeMarco introduces temporal prostitution, a concept describing the act of exchanging one's valuable, productive time, typically their best years, for money and jobs that don't bring fulfillment or freedom. He argues that most people trade their prime years, energy, and creativity in exchange for a paycheck in roles that align with the script. This trade-off keeps individuals locked into working jobs they may not enjoy simply for financial security, with the promise of relaxation and freedom postponed until retirement. DeMarco sees this as a flawed system, where people sacrifice their most vibrant years, good time, for future financial security, bad time, often when health and energy are in decline. This approach reinforces dependency on a traditional job cycle and makes it challenging for people to break free and live life on their own terms. He encourages readers to consider ways to create value and income that do not rely solely on trading hours for money, urging them to seek independence through entrepreneurship or passive income streams. Key insight. DeMarco urges readers to rethink how they spend their time and to prioritize building income streams that allow for freedom rather than dependency. By doing so, individuals can reclaim their time and invest it in meaningful pursuits, ultimately achieving a life of autonomy and fulfillment. Chapter 10. The Life Paths. 2 doors, 1 slaughterhouse, no dissenters. In Chapter 10, DeMarco describes the life paths, where society presents 2 seemingly different life choices that, in reality, lead to the same outcome, which is dependency on the script. He uses the metaphor of 2 doors leading to 1 slaughterhouse to convey how both conventional career paths and consumer-driven lifestyles ultimately trap individuals in lives of compliance, routine, and financial reliance. The conventional path may seem safe, while the alternative might appear more exciting, yet both restrict true autonomy and self-determination. DeMarco argues that neither option encourages people to think independently or live freely. Society discourages dissenters, those who reject these paths in favor of creating their own unscripted lifestyles. The chapter pushes readers to recognize that conventional options often reinforce dependency rather than offer genuine freedom. Key insight. To escape these limiting paths, DeMarco urges readers to seek self-reliance through entrepreneurship or passive income, allowing them to break away from society's predefined paths and pursue a life built on personal values and freedom. Chapter 11. Distraction. The Ministry of Entertainment. In Chapter 11, DeMarco discusses how distraction, or the Ministry of Entertainment, serves as a powerful tool that keeps individuals engaged in the script. He argues that society bombards people with endless distractions: social media, television, news cycles, video games, and celebrity culture, diverting their focus from meaningful pursuits. These distractions make people complacent, consuming rather than creating, which prevents them from self-reflection or pursuing their goals. DeMarco describes how entertainment and consumer culture act like a numbing agent, dulling the desire for autonomy and discouraging people from questioning their lifestyles or making proactive changes. By constantly indulging in these distractions, individuals remain comfortable within the constraints of the script, instead of striving for a life of freedom and purpose. Key insight. DeMarco urges readers to limit time spent on entertainment and to refocus on actions that support long-term goals and self-improvement. By consciously managing their attention, individuals can direct their energy toward building an unscripted life filled with purpose and genuine fulfillment. Chapter 12. Model Citizenry, serial number 666-778888. In Chapter 12, DeMarco introduces the concept of model citizenry, describing how society encourages people to fit a standardized mold, what he refers to as serial number 667788888. This metaphor represents the loss of individuality and unique purpose, as people become model citizens who obediently follow the script. These model citizens prioritize stability, security, and consumerism, willingly trading individuality for the comfort of a predictable life. DeMarco argues that the system promotes conformity to ensure compliance with societal roles like employee, consumer, and taxpayer, all of which benefit institutions but restrict personal freedom. The M.O.D.E.L. citizen is rewarded for avoiding risks and discouraged from pursuing a life that deviates from societal expectations. Key insight. DeMarco challenges readers to break free from this serial conformity by seeking autonomy and rejecting societal pressures. He advocates for building financial independence and embracing unconventional paths to live a life defined by personal freedom rather than societal labels. Part 3. The Alternative. Living Unscripted. Chapter 13. The Unscripted Life, FU. In Chapter 13, DeMarco introduces the unscripted life as the ultimate goal, a life that allows individuals to say FU to societal expectations, conventional paths, and limitations imposed by the script. This freedom to reject unwanted obligations, be it from a job, societal norms, or external pressures, represents complete autonomy and self-determination. Achieving the unscripted life means creating financial independence that enables individuals to live according to their values, with time and choices entirely under their control. DeMarco describes this level of freedom as a departure from dependency on traditional income sources and the societal need for approval. Instead, it's a life driven by personal purpose, fulfillment, and the freedom to choose or refuse any external demands that don't align with one's goals or values. Key insight. DeMarco empowers readers to build their life and financial independence so they can reach a point where they are not confined by the expectations of others. The unscripted life is about prioritizing self-reliance, making choices aligned with one's authentic self, and embracing true freedom. Chapter 14. F this before F you. In Chapter 14, DeMarco explains that achieving the unscripted life, where one has the freedom to say F you to societal constraints, requires first adopting an attitude of F this. This mindset is the initial breaking point when a person realizes they no longer want to be bound by the script's limitations and feel an urgent desire to create change. F this is the dissatisfaction and frustration with a scripted life, which serves as the catalyst for pursuing an independent, purposeful path. DeMarco emphasizes that real transformation begins with this inner shift, a moment when one refuses to accept mediocrity or conformity any longer. Only by reaching this state of discontent can individuals gain the momentum to pursue financial independence and autonomy fully. Key insight. The F this mindset is essential for change, as it motivates individuals to step out of their comfort zones and challenge societal expectations. This shift in perspective empowers them to take action, ultimately leading to the freedom to live life on their own terms. Part 4. The Escape. The Unscripted Entrepreneurial Framework. Chapter 15. The Unscripted Entrepreneurial Framework. In Chapter 15, DeMarco presents the Unscripted Entrepreneurial Framework, a strategic guide to creating a business that aligns with the unscripted life's goals of financial independence and autonomy. This framework is about more than just traditional entrepreneurship. It emphasizes building a business that allows freedom from the time for money trap, meaning that it generates income without requiring constant involvement. DeMarco's framework focuses on creating a scalable, value-driven business that can run with minimal oversight. He highlights key principles such as automation, scalability, and customer-focused value, all essential for a business that supports financial independence. Rather than merely working for income, this type of business provides the entrepreneur with both financial and time freedom, supporting a lifestyle based on personal goals rather than financial necessity. Key insight. DeMarco encourages readers to consider entrepreneurial pursuits that maximize freedom and minimize reliance on direct involvement. By building a scalable and self-sufficient business, individuals can create lasting wealth that aligns with the values of an unscripted life, granting them the freedom to live on their terms, independently of the script's constraints. Beliefs, Biases, and Bullshit, 3b. Chapter 16. Our Self-Imposed Prison. Beliefs, Biases, and Bullshit. In Chapter 16, DeMarco discusses how people's self-limiting beliefs, cognitive biases, and societal conditioning create a self-imposed prison that holds them back from achieving the unscripted life. He argues that many of these beliefs, such as the need for stability, the fear of risk, or the idea that success is only for special people, are societal constructs or misconceptions that serve the script. These mental limitations prevent people from seeing opportunities or pursuing ambitions outside the conventional path. DeMarco explains that recognizing and challenging these beliefs is crucial for breaking free from the script. Many of these limiting beliefs are ingrained through upbringing, culture, and media, leading individuals to underestimate their potential and settle for less. He urges readers to dismantle the mental barriers that keep them in a comfort zone and to adopt a mindset of possibility and empowerment. Key insight. DeMarco encourages readers to identify and reject beliefs that limit their growth and independence. By questioning biases and conditioning, individuals can escape the mental prison of societal expectations, opening the door to a life defined by their goals and values, rather than by conventional limitations. Chapter 17. The Lies We Believe. The 8 Belief Scams. In Chapter 17, DeMarco identifies the 8 belief scams, a set of false beliefs that society promotes, keeping people confined to the script and preventing them from pursuing a life of freedom and autonomy. These scams are ingrained myths that discourage risk, limit ambition, and reinforce a mindset focused on stability over personal growth. DeMarco argues that these beliefs are often based on societal conditioning, not reality, and can hold people back from achieving their true potential. 1. The money scam. This scam is based on the belief that simply wanting to be rich or consistently saving small amounts will eventually lead to wealth. DeMarco argues that desire alone is insufficient, and small savings can only get you so far. Real wealth building requires creating value and actively pursuing opportunities, not just relying on minimal savings. 2. The shortcut scam. The shortcut scam perpetuates the idea that there is an easy, quick route to success, often marketed by get-rich-quick schemes. Many believe they can bypass hard work and achieve rapid wealth with little effort. DeMarco refutes this by emphasizing the importance of sustained effort, resilience, and a focus on value creation, which together lead to lasting success rather than fleeting gains. 3. The luck scam. The luck scam is the idea that success comes solely through luck or being in the right place at the right time. DeMarco criticizes this passive mindset because it discourages people from actively engaging in their journey toward wealth. He insists that luck favors those who are in the game, taking consistent actions and positioning themselves for opportunities. 4. The frugality scam. This scam overemphasizes the role of extreme frugality and budgeting in wealth accumulation. While saving is valuable, DeMarco argues that it alone cannot lead to significant wealth. Instead, focusing solely on frugality often results in a restricted lifestyle. Real wealth, he suggests, comes from increasing income through value creation and entrepreneurship, rather than penny pinching. 5. The compound interest scam. Many people rely on slow, long-term compound interest as their primary wealth-building strategy, typically through investments like 401ks and mutual funds. DeMarco critiques this as a get-rich-slow approach that leaves people waiting decades for modest returns. He advocates for taking proactive steps to increase income and create scalable businesses for faster and more impactful wealth accumulation. 6. The special scam. This belief scam is the mindset that success is only for special people, those with unique talents, connections, or advantages. This discourages individuals from pursuing ambitious goals because they assume they lack the necessary attributes. DeMarco argues that success is about mindset, effort, and persistence, rather than innate talent. He encourages readers to reject this limiting belief and focus on skill building and dedication. 7. The consumption scam. The consumption scam equates happiness with material consumption, driving people to overspend in pursuit of status symbols or short-term pleasures. DeMarco suggests that this consumerist mindset leads to debt and dependency on a steady income, as people continue spending to maintain appearances. He encourages financial discipline, purposeful spending, and prioritizing long-term freedom over immediate gratification. 8. The poverty scam. This scam is based on the notion of "I'm poor because you're rich," which fosters a scarcity mindset. It views wealth as a zero-sum game, leading people to resent the success of others and blame external factors for their own financial struggles. DeMarco promotes an abundance mindset, where wealth is seen as something that can be created rather than redistributed. He believes this shift in perspective is crucial for those pursuing financial independence, as it encourages proactive rather than victim-based thinking. By recognizing and challenging these belief scams, DeMarco argues that individuals can free themselves from limiting mindsets and societal expectations, positioning themselves to achieve financial independence and live an unscripted life. Key insight. DeMarco urges readers to critically examine these belief scams and discard them. By challenging these myths, individuals can adopt a mindset that supports financial independence, resilience, and the pursuit of meaningful goals, moving closer to a life of genuine freedom and fulfillment. Chapter 18. The shortcut scam. Ordinary doesn't compel extraordinary. In Chapter 18, DeMarco exposes the shortcut scam, the belief that there is an easy, quick path to achieving extraordinary success. He argues that people often fall into the trap of thinking that wealth or achievement can come without significant effort, strategy, or resilience. This belief, widely perpetuated by get-rich-quick schemes and media that glamorize overnight success, discourages people from putting in the sustained work necessary for lasting results. DeMarco asserts that ordinary actions and minimal effort cannot lead to extraordinary outcomes. True success and financial freedom require a commitment to growth, calculated risk-taking, and dedication that goes beyond the average. By relying on shortcuts, people ultimately delay or sabotage their progress toward a life of independence and fulfillment. Key insight. DeMarco encourages readers to abandon the illusion of shortcuts and embrace a mindset of continuous improvement and persistence. By rejecting quick fixes and committing to real, consistent effort, individuals can achieve extraordinary results that align with the freedom and autonomy of an unscripted life. Chapter 19. The Special Scam. I'm not good at that. In Chapter 19, DeMarco discusses the special scam, the limiting belief that certain people are inherently gifted or talented, while others aren't. This mindset often leads to self-doubt, as people tell themselves, I'm not good at that, convincing themselves that success is reserved for a select few who are special or naturally talented. DeMarco argues that this belief discourages people from trying new things, learning or improving in areas outside their comfort zone, reinforcing a self-imposed barrier to growth and success. He emphasizes that talent and skills can be developed through dedication, learning, and perseverance. Believing that success depends solely on inherent talent is a convenient excuse to avoid hard work and change. Instead of focusing on natural ability, DeMarco encourages readers to focus on consistent effort and the willingness to grow in new areas. Key insight. By rejecting the belief that success requires innate talent, individuals can open themselves to growth and progress. DeMarco's message is that improvement and achievement come through persistent action and dedication, not by waiting to discover natural skills. This mindset shift is essential for building a life of independence, growth, and self-directed success. Chapter 20. The Consumption Scam. How much time did that cost? In Chapter 20, DeMarco introduces the consumption scam, which exposes how society encourages people to equate happiness with consumption, driving them to spend on goods and experiences. DeMarco argues that people often overlook the real cost of these purchases, not just in money, but in time. Every item bought with a paycheck represents hours of work, and by viewing purchases in terms of time, individuals can see the impact consumption has on their ability to achieve freedom and independence. DeMarco urges readers to ask, how much time did that cost when making purchases? Highlighting how excessive spending can keep them locked into jobs they may not enjoy simply to maintain a lifestyle of consumption. By focusing on meaningful investments and reducing unnecessary spending, individuals can reclaim time, freeing themselves from financial obligations tied to consumption. Key insight. DeMarco encourages readers to prioritize financial decisions that support long-term freedom and independence. By reframing spending in terms of time, individuals can make choices that align with their goals, reducing consumption that detracts from a fulfilling, unscripted life. Chapter 21. The Money Scam. I can get rich by wanting to get rich. In Chapter 21, DeMarco discusses the money scam, a common misconception that simply wanting to be rich or thinking about wealth will lead to financial success. He argues that many people fall into this trap, believing that a desire for wealth is enough to bring it into existence. This wishful thinking mindset is often fueled by popular self-help culture, which encourages affirmations and visualizations without emphasizing the disciplined actions required to achieve financial independence. DeMarco emphasizes that wealth creation requires concrete, consistent actions rather than mere intent or desire. He explains that those who achieve true financial freedom do so not just because they want it, but because they actively work toward it with a specific plan, persistence, and a focus on value creation. Relying solely on the desire to be rich is an ineffective approach that distracts people from the actual work needed to reach their financial goals. Key insight. DeMarco challenges readers to move beyond the desire for wealth and focus on developing actionable plans that generate value, solve real problems, and build scalable income. By prioritizing action over mere wishful thinking, individuals can create tangible steps toward financial freedom, embracing a mindset that prioritizes results over intentions alone. Chapter 22. The Poverty Scam. I'm poor because you're rich. In Chapter 22, DeMarco addresses the poverty scam, a mindset where people believe their lack of wealth is due to others' success, adopting a perspective of, I'm poor because you're rich. He explains that this belief stems from a scarcity mentality, where individuals think wealth is a limited resource and someone else's financial gain results in their own loss. This belief fosters resentment toward the wealthy and a sense of helplessness, as people blame external factors rather than taking ownership of their financial situation. DeMarco argues that this mindset is flawed and counterproductive. Wealth, he asserts, is created through value generation, innovation, and problem-solving, and it is not a finite resource. Viewing wealth through a scarcity lens traps individuals in victimhood, limiting their ability to pursue financial growth or see opportunities around them. Key insight. DeMarco encourages readers to shift from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset, where they focus on creating value and taking control of their financial outcomes. By recognizing that wealth is not a zero-sum game, individuals can avoid resentment and instead concentrate on the proactive steps needed to build their own financial independence. Chapter 23. The Luck Scam. You don't play, you don't win. In Chapter 23, DeMarco challenges the luck scam, the notion that financial success or independence is purely a matter of luck. Many people dismiss others' achievements by attributing them to luck or fortunate circumstances, which, DeMarco argues, creates a passive mindset. This belief discourages people from taking action because they feel that success is out of their control and relies solely on luck. DeMarco asserts that luck plays a role, but only for those who actively pursue opportunities, take calculated risks, and persist in their efforts. To get lucky, one must be in the game taking action, failing, learning, and continuing to move forward. Those who don't play have no chance of encountering lucky breaks. Key insight. DeMarco encourages readers to abandon the idea that success is random and to instead focus on consistent effort, positioning themselves for potential opportunities. By actively engaging in pursuit of their goals, individuals create the conditions for luck to work in their favor, making success a result of preparation and persistence. Chapter 24. The Frugality Scam. Live poor, die rich. In Chapter 24, DeMarco critiques the frugality scam, the mindset that frugality and extreme saving alone will lead to financial freedom. This philosophy encourages people to live minimally and save diligently for decades, with the hope of accumulating wealth over a long period. DeMarco argues that while saving and frugality have value, they are often ineffective as a primary wealth-building strategy because they focus on limiting expenses rather than increasing income or building wealth. He warns that living too frugally can result in a restricted life where people sacrifice enjoyment and comfort, only to realize they've accumulated wealth they may not get to fully enjoy. Instead, DeMarco advocates for focusing on income growth and value creation as more effective paths to wealth, as these allow individuals to live well now and build financial freedom without an excessive reliance on penny pinching. Key insight. DeMarco urges readers to prioritize income generation and entrepreneurial pursuits over extreme frugality. By creating value and increasing income, individuals can achieve financial independence while enjoying a fulfilling life, rather than deferring happiness until later. Chapter 25. The Compound Interest Scam. Wall Street Ain't Making You Rich. In Chapter 25, DeMarco critiques the compound interest scam, the idea that compound interest, primarily through Wall Street investments, will make the average person wealthy. He argues that the invest and wait approach promoted by financial advisors and retirement plans often creates a false sense of security, leading people to believe that slow growth over time will produce significant wealth. While compound interest does generate returns, DeMarco claims it's usually too slow and minimal to yield substantial wealth within a lifetime for most people, particularly for those starting with modest income. DeMarco instead emphasizes creating wealth through entrepreneurship, value creation, and scalable income. He suggests that focusing on income growth and building assets outside of traditional investment vehicles provides a faster and more effective path to financial independence. Key insight: DeMarco advises against relying solely on compound interest and Wall Street for wealth. Instead, he encourages readers to pursue income-generating ventures that provide more immediate, controllable returns, allowing for quicker and more substantial wealth creation. Chapter 26. The Biases, Your Brain's Delusions. In Chapter 26, DeMarco explores how cognitive biases and mental blind spots impact financial decisions and life choices, often keeping people trapped in the script. He discusses how biases like confirmation bias, status quo bias, and loss aversion can lead individuals to avoid risks, ignore alternative opportunities, and stick to familiar but ineffective paths. These biases distort reality, making people believe they're on the right track when they're actually limiting their growth potential. DeMarco emphasizes the importance of identifying and challenging these biases, as they can prevent people from pursuing new ventures or questioning societal norms. By recognizing these mental traps, individuals can make more rational, growth-oriented decisions that support an unscripted life. Key insight: DeMarco encourages readers to confront their cognitive biases and challenge their assumptions, allowing them to make decisions based on potential rather than comfort or habit. Recognizing these biases is essential for achieving financial independence and a life of freedom. Chapter 27. Bullshit from Bullshitters, Crutches, Clichés, and Cults. In Chapter 27, DeMarco takes on the bullshitters, those who promote clichés, crutches, and cult-like mentalities that hinder real progress. These include popular self-help clichés like, follow your passion, think positive, or be patient, which DeMarco argues oversimplify complex issues and provide false security without actionable steps. He also criticizes guru-like figures and cult-like communities that promise easy solutions or success through vague principles, often without delivering real results. DeMarco advises readers to avoid reliance on these empty phrases and to focus on practical, effective actions for building an independent life. He encourages skepticism toward anyone offering one-size-fits-all solutions and warns against falling into the trap of blindly following any single ideology. Key insight: DeMarco emphasizes critical thinking, urging readers to recognize empty motivational slogans and resist the allure of cult-like communities or simplistic advice. By focusing on tangible steps rather than clichés, individuals can take meaningful action toward financial independence and autonomy. Meaning and Purpose, MP. Chapter 28. Meaning and Willpower, The Unstoppable Will to Win. In Chapter 28, DeMarco focuses on the power of meaning and willpower as core drivers of success and fulfillment. He argues that having a clear sense of purpose gives individuals the unstoppable will to win. This willpower isn't just about motivation. It's the deep-seated drive that propels someone to pursue their goals relentlessly, even in the face of challenges. DeMarco emphasizes that when people align their actions with a meaningful purpose, they gain the energy, resilience, and determination needed to achieve extraordinary results. Key insight: to unlock the unstoppable will to win, DeMarco encourages readers to connect with a purpose that resonates deeply with them. This purpose fuels resilience and sustains motivation, enabling them to push past obstacles and make meaningful progress toward their goals. Chapter 29. The Void, The Purpose Travel of Empty Bad Life Advice. In Chapter 29, DeMarco introduces the void, a metaphor for the emptiness people feel when they lack a true sense of purpose. He critiques much of mainstream life advice, which he argues is shallow and purpose-traveling. It moves people along without guiding them toward a meaningful destination. This bad life advice might encourage people to seek superficial goals, like wealth, status, or possessions, rather than genuine fulfillment. The void represents the emptiness that comes from chasing these hollow ambitions, which often leave people feeling unfulfilled despite achieving success by society's standards. Key insight. DeMarco advises readers to look beyond superficial goals and find a purpose that truly matters to them. Filling the void requires a shift in focus from external validation to inner fulfillment, guiding individuals toward actions and goals that resonate with their values and create lasting meaning. Chapter 30. Ignite Your Purpose, Living Your Soul's Soul. In Chapter 30, DeMarco closes by urging readers to ignite their purpose, which he calls living your soul's soul. This means aligning one's life with an authentic purpose that brings deep satisfaction and joy. According to DeMarco, this purpose-driven life is the ultimate key to achieving an unscripted existence. Rather than following societal norms or shallow goals, he encourages readers to pursue what truly lights them up, creating a life built around their unique talents, values, and aspirations. By living their soul's soul, individuals not only gain the drive to achieve success, but also find genuine happiness and fulfillment. DeMarco emphasizes that financial freedom is just a piece of the puzzle. Real contentment comes from living a life of purpose, where one's actions and achievements resonate deeply on a personal level. Key insight. DeMarco concludes by inspiring readers to identify their unique purpose and live it fully. This deep alignment between one's purpose and actions leads to a life of genuine joy, freedom, and meaning, what he sees as the essence of an unscripted life. Fastlane Entrepreneurship, FE. Chapter 31. How to Create a Business That Changes Your Life. In Chapter 31, DeMarco focuses on building a business that does more than just generate income. It offers true freedom and transforms the entrepreneur's life. He stresses that a successful business should align with the unscripted life's values of autonomy, time freedom, and financial independence. To achieve this, he advises entrepreneurs to consider essential elements like scalability, sustainability, and independence from the founder's daily involvement. A life-changing business, according to DeMarco, is one that generates wealth and flexibility without trapping the owner in endless work. This chapter encourages readers to avoid creating jobs for themselves and instead build businesses designed for growth and freedom, prioritizing long-term impact and value over short-term gains. Key insight. For a business to truly change your life, it should be built on principles that foster freedom and control, allowing you to design a life where work enhances lifestyle, not detracts from it. Chapter 32. The Productocracy. How to Print Money and Sleep Well. In Chapter 32, DeMarco introduces the concept of a productocracy, which is a business driven by the inherent value of its product or service, rather than by marketing hype. A productocracy means the product is so indispensable and valuable to customers that it essentially sells itself, resulting in natural, organic growth through customer loyalty and word-of-mouth referrals. DeMarco explains that building a productocracy allows the business owner to sleep well because the product's strength ensures sustained demand, eliminating the need for aggressive or manipulative marketing strategies. DeMarco emphasizes focusing on solving real problems with substantial customer-focused value. This approach minimizes dependency on paid advertising and makes the business more resilient, as its growth is fueled by genuine customer satisfaction rather than temporary trends. Key insight. To build a productocracy, focus on creating a product that is so valuable it naturally attracts and retains customers. This ensures a stable, long-lasting business that brings both financial reward and peace of mind. Chapter 33. The Commandment of Control. Own What You Build. In Chapter 33, DeMarco introduces the Commandment of Control, which emphasizes the importance of owning and fully controlling your business. He argues that building a business on a platform you don't own, such as a specific social media network, marketplace, or third-party service, puts you at risk of losing your business if those platforms change their policies, algorithms, or access. Relying on these external systems can jeopardize your control, as they may alter rules, ban your account, or make changes that impact your revenue and reach. DeMarco insists that true security and autonomy come from maintaining complete control over your business's operations, brand, and customer interactions. This includes owning customer data, having independent access to your audience, and minimizing reliance on platforms that you do not directly manage. By controlling what you build, you protect yourself from external threats and gain the freedom to make decisions that align with your goals without outside interference. Key insight: to build a resilient business, focus on ownership and control. Avoid dependency on external platforms, ensuring that you retain decision-making power and security over your business operations. Chapter 34: The Commandment of Entry. The difficulty is the opportunity. In Chapter 34, DeMarco discusses the Commandment of Entry, which views high barriers to entry as valuable opportunities rather than obstacles. He explains that when starting a business is challenging or requires specialized knowledge, resources, or effort, it naturally reduces competition because fewer people are willing to put in the necessary work. These high entry barriers become an advantage, providing a protective moat around the business that discourages competitors and supports long-term sustainability. DeMarco advises readers to seek out businesses with significant challenges or complexities, as these can yield greater rewards. By embracing difficult ventures with substantial barriers to entry, entrepreneurs can create businesses that are more defensible and valuable over time. Key insight: embrace challenges and high barriers to entry as opportunities for creating unique, defensible businesses. By investing in areas where others hesitate, you can reduce competition and gain a strong competitive advantage. Chapter 35: The Commandment of Need. How to engineer opportunity in any industry. In Chapter 35, DeMarco introduces the Commandment of Need, which highlights the importance of addressing genuine needs in the marketplace. He argues that successful businesses are built on solving real problems and fulfilling essential needs, rather than creating products based solely on personal interests or trendy ideas. By identifying and addressing unmet needs, entrepreneurs can engineer opportunities in any industry, ensuring a strong foundation for their business. DeMarco encourages aspiring entrepreneurs to look for pain points, inefficiencies, or gaps in existing products and services, as these often reveal opportunities for innovation. By focusing on solving problems that customers care about, businesses can build loyal followings and create products that essentially sell themselves because they provide true value. Key insight: to build a successful business, focus on solving meaningful problems and meeting real needs. When a product addresses a genuine need, it creates demand and builds customer loyalty organically. Chapter 36: The Commandment of Time. Earn more than money. Earn time. In Chapter 36, DeMarco emphasizes the commandment of time, underscoring the importance of creating a business that not only generates income, but also offers time freedom. He argues that true wealth isn't just about money. It's about having the time to live life on your terms. Many traditional businesses and jobs demand time for money, trapping people in a cycle where they can't enjoy their wealth due to constant work. DeMarco encourages entrepreneurs to build businesses that operate independently of their time, such as those with automated processes, scalable models, and systems that can run without daily oversight. This allows the business owner to focus on enjoying life, pursuing other passions, and spending time with loved ones, rather than being tethered to the business. Key insight: to achieve real wealth and freedom, design your business to generate income without requiring constant time investment. Building a time-independent business enables you to gain true control over both your finances and lifestyle. Chapter 37: The Commandment of Scale. Win life in liberty, not dinner and a movie. In Chapter 37, DeMarco introduces the Commandment of Scale, which highlights the importance of building a business capable of reaching a large audience to achieve substantial wealth and freedom. He argues that businesses confined to small, local markets may only generate limited income, dinner and a movie, while those that can scale to reach broader audiences have the potential to create life-changing wealth and liberty. DeMarco advises entrepreneurs to think about ways to expand their reach, either through digital platforms, licensing, franchising, or creating products and services that can serve vast customer bases. Scaling allows businesses to grow beyond local constraints and enables the entrepreneur to maximize both impact and income. Key insight. For true financial freedom, focus on scalability. By building a business that can serve a wide audience, you create the opportunity for substantial income and personal freedom, extending beyond the limits of smaller, local ventures. Kinetic Execution, KE. Chapter 38. Executing Excellence. You can't predict the unpredictable. In Chapter 38, DeMarco emphasizes the importance of executing excellence by preparing for and adapting to the unpredictable challenges of entrepreneurship. He argues that while planning and strategy are essential, it's impossible to anticipate every obstacle. Rather than relying solely on predictions, entrepreneurs should prioritize adaptability, resilience, and a commitment to high-quality execution in every aspect of their business. DeMarco explains that executing excellence means taking consistent, high-quality actions that set a strong foundation for a business's success, even when the future is uncertain. By focusing on delivering value and maintaining high standards, entrepreneurs can better handle unforeseen setbacks, remain flexible, and adapt to market changes without being derailed. Key insight. DeMarco encourages readers to embrace excellence in execution as a core strategy, rather than attempting to predict or control every detail. When adaptability and quality are at the forefront, a business is better prepared to thrive despite unexpected challenges. Chapter 39. Kinetic Execution. Everything significant started insignificantly. In Chapter 39, DeMarco introduces the concept of kinetic execution, emphasizing that all major successes often begin with small, seemingly insignificant steps. He reminds readers that grand achievements are the result of compounding actions and small improvements over time. Rather than waiting for a perfect opportunity or outcome, he advises taking immediate, incremental actions that build momentum. Kinetic execution is about valuing progress over perfection and understanding that each step, no matter how small, contributes to a larger goal. DeMarco urges readers to begin wherever they are, using their current resources and knowledge, as these initial efforts will evolve and grow. This chapter serves as a motivational reminder that success is an accumulation of consistent, focused actions. Key insight. DeMarco advocates for starting small and building momentum through continuous action. By embracing kinetic execution, entrepreneurs can turn small beginnings into significant achievements, underscoring the power of persistence and incremental growth in creating lasting success. Chapter 40. The 7 Ps of Process. From Idea to Productocracy. In Chapter 40, DeMarco introduces the 7 Ps of Process, a structured approach for turning an idea into a thriving business, or Productocracy. These 7 Ps serve as a roadmap to guide entrepreneurs from concept to execution, focusing on creating a product or service that naturally attracts customers due to its inherent value. Each of the 7 Ps builds upon the previous, leading entrepreneurs step by step toward building a sustainable, customer-driven business. Here's a breakdown of the 7 Ps. 1. Purpose. Define the problem your product or service solves. 2. Plan. Develop a clear plan outlining your approach and objectives. 3. Product. Create a high-quality, valuable product that meets a genuine need. 4. Position. Identify and understand your target market and how to reach them. 5. Presentation. Market your product effectively with compelling branding and messaging. 6. Pricing. Set a price that reflects value and aligns with your audience's expectations. 7. Persistence. Commit to consistent improvement and adaptation as the business grows. Key insight. DeMarco emphasizes the importance of following these steps to turn an idea into a product so valuable it essentially sells itself. This focus on creating a productocracy ensures that customer satisfaction and word-of-mouth drive growth, reducing reliance on heavy advertising. Chapter 41. Make Execution Matter. 13 Best Practices. In Chapter 41, DeMarco shares 13 best practices for effective execution, focusing on actions and mindsets that drive excellence and productivity. These practices are designed to help entrepreneurs maintain focus, improve efficiency, and achieve consistent progress. Here are the 13 practices. 1. Start small, act now. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Begin with what you have. 2. Focus on value. Always aim to create meaningful value for your customers. 3. Adaptability. Be flexible and willing to pivot based on feedback or market changes. 4. Systematize. Build systems to streamline operations, saving time and reducing repetitive tasks. 5. Stay consistent. Maintain momentum with consistent daily actions toward your goals. 6. Embrace failure as learning. Treat failures as learning experiences that improve your approach. 7. Prioritize critical tasks. Identify and concentrate on tasks with the highest impact. 8. Leverage automation. Use technology to automate routine processes where possible. 9. Measure progress. Track key performance indicators to assess progress and adjust as needed. 10. Limit distractions. Minimize interruptions to stay focused on your main objectives. 11. Seek continuous improvement. Always look for ways to refine your processes and products. 12. Build a supportive environment. Surround yourself with tools, systems, and people that encourage productivity. 13. Set clear goals. Define specific, achievable goals that provide direction and purpose. Key insight. DeMarco's 13 best practices emphasize that execution is about discipline, focus, and consistency. By adhering to these principles, entrepreneurs can build strong foundations, avoid unnecessary delays, and navigate challenges more effectively, ensuring that every step contributes meaningfully toward building a successful, independent business. The 4 Disciplines. 4D. Chapter 42. The 4 Disciplines. Design, then ensure your future. In Chapter 42, DeMarco presents the 4 Disciplines, which are essential practices to help entrepreneurs design a sustainable business and secure their future. These disciplines encourage proactive planning and consistent action, ensuring that success is not left to chance but is strategically engineered. Here's a summary of the 4 disciplines. 1. Discipline of design. This discipline is about intentionally planning a business that aligns with your life goals, such as financial freedom, time independence, and purpose. DeMarco stresses that designing a business that meets your values and lifestyle is the foundation for long-term satisfaction and autonomy. 2. Discipline of protection. Protecting your business and personal life from unforeseen risks is crucial for stability. This includes securing financial backups, legal protections, and even diversifying income sources to shield yourself from potential disruptions. 3. Discipline of improvement. DeMarco highlights the importance of continuous improvement in all aspects of your business. This involves iterating on your product, enhancing systems, refining customer experiences, and staying updated on industry changes to maintain a competitive edge. 4. Discipline of execution. Effective execution, as DeMarco has emphasized throughout the book, is key to transforming plans into results. This discipline involves maintaining focus, consistency, and adaptability to ensure that you're meeting objectives and making progress toward your goals. Key insight. By following these 4 disciplines, entrepreneurs can build a business that not only grows, but is resilient and adaptable, with a foundation that supports both personal and financial security. DeMarco's approach combines intentional planning with risk management and constant improvement, helping individuals design a future that aligns with their life aspirations and protects against potential pitfalls. Chapter 43. Comparative immunity. Well-dressed slaves are still slaves. In Chapter 43, DeMarco introduces comparative immunity, a concept where he critiques the idea that traditional markers of success, such as a high salary, job title, or status symbols, truly represent freedom or fulfillment. He argues that many people mistakenly equate these indicators with success, when in reality they are still constrained by the demands of their jobs, debt, or consumerist pressures. These individuals may appear successful and comfortable, yet DeMarco describes them as well-dressed slaves, still bound to the script and lacking genuine autonomy. DeMarco's point is that comparative wealth or status can create a false sense of security or independence, which prevents people from recognizing the limitations that still control their lives. True freedom, he insists, comes not from superficial achievements, but from financial and time independence that is internally generated rather than dictated by external structures like corporate jobs or societal expectations. Key insight. DeMarco encourages readers to seek freedom beyond traditional markers of success, advocating for autonomy and self-designed wealth over the illusion of freedom that comparative success can offer. True liberation comes from the ability to make choices independently of the conventional script, achieving fulfillment without reliance on external validation or material symbols of success. Chapter 44. Purposed Saving, Prepping for Lifetime Passive Income. In Chapter 44, DeMarco discusses purposed saving, a strategy focused on using savings as a tool for building passive income rather than simply accumulating money. Unlike traditional saving, which often focuses on security or future expenses, purposed saving is about strategically investing savings to create income-generating assets. The goal is to build a portfolio of assets, such as real estate, stocks, or business ventures, that provides a steady flow of passive income, supporting financial independence for life. DeMarco encourages readers to save with the purpose of investing in assets that will generate consistent returns, ultimately enabling them to live without depending on active employment. This approach requires a mindset shift, where savings are no longer seen as a safety net, but as fuel for achieving long-term financial autonomy. Key insight. DeMarco's concept of purposed saving promotes a proactive approach to wealth building, focusing on converting savings into assets that create lifetime income. By shifting the goal from mere saving to purposeful investing, individuals can achieve sustained financial independence and live a life aligned with their values and goals, free from financial constraints. Chapter 45. Measured Elevation. Reward and Enjoy the Ride. In Chapter 45, DeMarco introduces measured elevation, which emphasizes the importance of rewarding oneself and enjoying the journey to financial independence. He explains that while discipline, savings, and investment are essential for long-term success, it's also important to celebrate milestones along the way. Measured elevation is about allowing yourself to enjoy the benefits of your hard work without compromising your overall financial goals. DeMarco encourages readers to integrate moments of enjoyment and reward, as these keep motivation high and make the journey sustainable. By balancing discipline with periodic rewards, individuals can maintain a healthy relationship with their financial journey, avoiding burnout and fostering a sense of satisfaction. Key insight. DeMarco's concept of measured elevation promotes a balanced approach, combining financial discipline with intentional enjoyment. By celebrating progress without overindulgence, individuals can stay motivated and engaged, making the pursuit of financial freedom a fulfilling experience rather than just an end goal. Chapter 46. Consequential-Thought. Protecting Your Kick-Ass Life. In Chapter 46, DeMarco presents consequential-thought, which involves thinking critically about the potential long-term impacts of decisions to protect a well-designed, fulfilling life. He argues that many people make impulsive decisions based on immediate gratification or short-term convenience, often leading to regret or setbacks that can threaten their progress toward financial independence and personal freedom. Consequential thought is about analyzing how each decision aligns with your ultimate goals and considering its possible consequences on your life and freedom. DeMarco encourages readers to view decisions through the lens of their impact on the life they've built or aim to build. This approach fosters a mindset of mindfulness and accountability, reducing the risk of compromising long-term goals for fleeting benefits. By carefully considering the potential outcomes, individuals can make choices that support their values, well-being, and independence. Key insight. Consequential thought encourages a mindset of deliberate decision-making, ensuring that each choice reinforces and protects the life you've worked to create. By focusing on long-term consequences rather than immediate rewards, individuals can sustain their journey toward financial freedom and personal fulfillment without jeopardizing their progress. Part 5. A New Dawn, Never Work Again. Chapter 47. Welcome to FU. In this chapter, DeMarco introduces the concept of FU, symbolizing the ultimate freedom to live life on your own terms, unencumbered by societal expectations, financial pressures, or traditional constraints. This is the culmination of the unscripted journey, where individuals achieve a state of financial independence and personal autonomy that allows them to make choices without compromising their values, time, or desires. The power of FU is the freedom to say no to things that don't serve you, to choose meaningful pursuits, and to design a life that aligns entirely with personal goals and aspirations. DeMarco emphasizes that this freedom is the ultimate reward for rejecting the script and committing to a life of purposeful entrepreneurship and intentional financial growth. It represents control over time, finances, and lifestyle, where each decision is based on personal preference rather than necessity or obligation. Key insight: the FU state is about achieving self-mastery and autonomy, where financial and personal independence allow for a life driven solely by one's values and vision. DeMarco encourages readers to remember that this freedom is achievable through discipline, purposeful choices, and a commitment to an unscripted life. Chapter 48. Your Last Business Ever, If You Want. In this chapter, DeMarco discusses the idea of building your last business ever, a business so well designed that it can sustain a lifetime of financial freedom, eliminating the need to start over or work continuously. This concept ties together the lessons of Unscripted, encouraging entrepreneurs to focus on creating a business that not only meets financial needs, but also aligns with their values and desired lifestyle. The last business is one that offers stability, scalability, and passive income, allowing the founder to step back and enjoy the freedom they've worked for. DeMarco emphasizes that if built intentionally, this business can provide a lasting legacy, support life goals, and ensure financial independence without the typical cycle of burnout or dependency. It's about designing a sustainable business that truly serves the entrepreneur's life purpose, rather than demanding endless work. Key insight: by following the principles outlined in the book, such as focusing on value, scalability, and independence, entrepreneurs can create a last business that supports a lifetime of freedom and fulfillment. This chapter serves as a final call to action to design a business that enables lifelong autonomy and a meaningful legacy. Chapter 49. Unscripted. In the closing chapter, DeMarco presents Unscripted as both a mindset and a movement. It's a call to action for readers to fully embrace an unscripted life, free from societal constraints, limiting beliefs, and the conventional path outlined by the script. DeMarco encourages readers to adopt Unscripted as a guiding principle, a symbol of freedom, empowerment, and autonomy in the journey toward self-designed success. Throughout the book, DeMarco has provided tools, insights, and actionable steps for breaking free from a scripted life to pursue genuine financial independence and fulfillment. In this chapter, he encourages readers to commit to the unscripted journey by continuously challenging the status quo, questioning societal expectations, and making intentional choices that align with their personal goals and values. Unscripted becomes a rallying cry for those who seek to live independently, take control of their financial destiny, and create lives of purpose and freedom. Key insight: Unscripted represents a lifelong commitment to autonomy and self-determination. DeMarco's final message is an invitation to live boldly, question conventions, and make decisions that support a life unbounded by societal expectations. By embracing Unscripted, individuals can redefine success on their own terms and pursue a future of genuine freedom and fulfillment. Review of the book. Unscripted by MJ DeMarco offers an insightful critique of the traditional life path, which he terms the script, that encourages a work and retire mentality. The book challenges readers to break free from societal expectations, aiming to empower those seeking true financial freedom and autonomy. DeMarco's writing is direct and often provocative, encouraging a mindset shift toward what he calls the unscripted life, where success is defined by personal goals, financial independence, and time freedom. Strengths of the book. 1. Actionable framework. DeMarco provides clear frameworks like the 5 Commandments: control, need, time, scale, entry, to guide readers on creating sustainable, independent businesses. These frameworks are practical, emphasizing ownership and value creation rather than quick fixes. 2. Critique of societal norms. The book is notable for its bold stance against traditional success markers like stable jobs, saving for retirement, and consumerism. DeMarco's critique helps readers question norms that may limit their potential. 3. Encouragement of self-reliance. DeMarco's approach is empowering, promoting self-reliance and resilience. His concept of the Productocracy, where the business grows through intrinsic value rather than flashy marketing, resonates with those interested in authentic, customer-focused entrepreneurship. 4. Accessible writing style. DeMarco's conversational and sometimes blunt style makes the material accessible and engaging, especially for those new to personal finance or business. Potential criticisms. 1. Overly critical of traditional paths. Some readers may find DeMarco's dismissal of traditional financial advice, like retirement saving or investing, too extreme. For those in or nearing retirement age, his approach may seem unrealistic or inaccessible. 2. High emphasis on entrepreneurship. While DeMarco advocates entrepreneurship as a path to freedom, not all readers may feel prepared or willing to start a business. His approach may lack alternative routes to financial freedom for those who prefer less risk-intensive paths. 3. Focus on wealth as freedom. The book heavily emphasizes financial success as a means to freedom, potentially overlooking the non-financial aspects of fulfillment and well-being. Final takeaway. Unscripted is a thought-provoking guide that encourages readers to rethink their approach to life, success, and financial independence. It's especially valuable for those interested in business and entrepreneurship, offering a practical framework for creating a life of autonomy and purpose. DeMarco's message of challenging norms, combined with his call for self-designed success, makes Unscripted a compelling read for anyone looking to break free from societal constraints and pursue a life on their terms.